Chinese understand that the man running this country is weak. The Chinese understand that the Prime Minister of India has destroyed the economy of India, and that is why they are inside our territory. I can tell you without any doubt in my mind that if the Indian economy was strong, if the Indian farmer was strong, if Indian small and medium businesses were strong, if Narendra Modi had not done demonetization, if he had not passed this nonsensical GST, China would have never had the guts to step inside our country. It is because this man has weakened this country that they have come inside. And he has weakened this country because he does not work for the people of India. He works for 5 or 6 of his businessmen friends. Now the latest action to destroy the lives of our farmers. He has passed 3 new farm laws. He wants to destroy the mandis. That's the first law. He wants to allow his 5 or 6 businessmen friends to store as much wheat, as much rice, as much grain as they want. That's the second law. They are allowed to store millions and millions and millions of tons so that farmers will not be able to negotiate with them. And the third law, the most interesting part of the law, farmers cannot go to court in a dispute. So you destroy the mandis, you allow your 5 or 6 friends to store as much agricultural produce as they want, and when the farmer complains, when the farmer has a dispute, you tell the farmer that he is not allowed to go to court, and then you say that you're doing it for the interest of the farmer. If you're doing it for the interest of the farmer, why are lakhs of farmers standing outside Delhi? Why are they making their own parade on the 26th of January? Why are they not celebrating? Because they understand what you are doing. They understand you are robbing their future. They understand that you are stealing what is theirs. And they and the Congress party will never allow you to do it. We will not allow Narendra Modi to destroy the foundation of India. He's also got another confusion. He thinks that just because he can blackmail the government of Tamil Nadu, he can control the people of Tamil Nadu. He does not understand that only the Tamil people can decide on the future of Tamil Nadu. Nikkarwalas from Nagpur can never, ever decide the future of this state. Doesn't matter how many parades they have. Tamil Nadu's future will be decided by the youngsters of Tamil Nadu. And I am here to help you elect a government that looks after the interest of the Tamil people. I am here to help you elect a government that Mr. Narendra Modi cannot control. And I am doing it for a reason. I am doing it because I owe you a debt. Now you might ask me, what is the debt? I have a relationship with you that is not political. I have a relationship with you that is a family relationship. It is a relationship built on love, affection and blood. You showed love, affection, respect to my grandmother. You protected my grandmother. You loved my father like your own. So that is why I owe you a debt. And that is why I am here to help you elect a government that looks after your interests. And it is my duty, my lifelong duty, to protect Tamil interest in Delhi. It is my duty to protect your beautiful language from these people, these ignorant people in the RSS. It is my duty to ensure that the voice of Tamil people is not only heard in Tamil Nadu, but is heard in the whole of India. Because I believe that all our languages, all our cultures, all our histories are the foundation of this country. If you say that Tamil Nadu is India, then you also have to say that India is Tamil Nadu. You cannot say that Tamil Nadu is India and then not accept that India is Tamil Nadu. And that is the central fight between us and the RSS, BJP and Narendra Modi. They say that Tamil Nadu is India, but India is not Tamil Nadu. We say if Tamil Nadu is India, then India is Tamil Nadu. Meaning there has to be mutual respect. There has to be affection. There has to be conversation. It is not my job to come here and tell you my Man Ki Baat. It is my job to listen to your Man Ki Baat. I would like to thank all of you for coming to listen to me. It is an honor for me to come here to your wonderful state and to meet you and to listen to you. It is an honor for me to do my little bit to help the young people of this state, boys and girls, dream of a better future. Thank you very much. Nandi.